So the House of Representatives last Tuesday approved an order that will give rise to a gun amnesty. That's going to run from Saturday, November 5. That not gone.
Yep.
Okay, until midnight, Saturday, November 19. Director of Client Relations at the FLA, that's a Firearm Licensing Authority, Mrs. Beverley Robinson is zooming in now to tell us more. Good morning, Madame Bev, how are you?
Morning, Miss Bev.
I am very well, thank you. And yourself?
Very well, thanks. So just in time for Christmas, you're giving some folks a break. First of all, tell us a little bit about what the stipulations of, well, when people hear gun amnesty, some people may know, some people may not. So give us a high level of what this is going to look like.
Well, the amnesty is really a period of clemency. As you're aware, the new Firearms Act has been passed. The name of the act is the Prohibition, Restriction and Regulation Act of 2022. And this act has come with much stricter stipulations. And the FLA has taken on the mandate to bring the information to the public, to sensitize the public so that everyone is aware of what these new sanctions are, because they are much harsher penalties.
Let's talk about some of those. Give us 2 or 3.
Well, the Act speaks to both the licensed firearm holder and to the unlicensed firearm holder, right? But some of the offenses that I can speak to is like possession. For possession of an illegal firearm, you're looking at a minimum of 15 years. For stockpiling, you're looking at a minimum of 20 years to life imprisonment. For trafficking, you're looking at 15 years minimum to life imprisonment. For possession with intention to traffic, you're looking at 15 years to life imprisonment. For the licensed firearm holder, unauthorized possession, you can get a penalty of life imprisonment. So as I was saying, you know, the recurring theme of life imprisonment suggests how serious and how much harsher the penalties are for the illegal firearms, and also for the licensed firearm holders who now have unauthorized possession of firearms for varying reasons. There are some people, for example, who say your father had a firearm and he died, right? You may not know that you are supposed to take that firearm into the FLA. But better yet, if you call the FLA and you say, well, my dad passed, he had a firearm, then the FLA will actually send a team to collect that firearm for you. So at the FLA, we deal mainly with the licensed firearm holder. There are some persons who have, for example, migrated. And within the context of migrating, 4 years pass, 5 years pass, 6 years pass, what does that mean? You no longer have a license. And therefore, if you had left it at your house, whomever is at your home with that firearm now has unauthorized possession of that firearm.
Yeah, Miss Bev, I want to jump in. Sorry about that.
Yes.
Did you say stockpiling?
No
Did you say stockpiling?
Yes, stockpiling.
Which means what? Which means what?
You know, sometimes like the police will do a raid and a person will be found with 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 firearms and or ammunition. That is what is called stockpiling.
Okay. We started speaking about the amnesty. So everything that you said wouldn't really start until the amnesty done, right? Or no?
No. So that is the reason for the amnesty. Because, I mean, as you would realize by now, the penalties are very harsh. Right. And so the government of Jamaica made a decision to provide a clemency period. So it's a time where people are encouraged to take in their firearms, their illegal firearms, and a time where persons with unauthorized possession of firearms are encouraged to take them to the FLA.
Without penalty. Without penalty.
Without penalties,
Okay.
right.
No
So
questions asked?
firearms, you take them to the police station.
Okay.
You contact the police and you take them into the police.
Okay.
For the unauthorized firearms, which would have been firearms that were licensed by the FLA, then you need to call the FLA. You don't even have to take them in. So the FLA is saying, just call us and we will come and we will collect those firearms.
Okay, there are people watching who might say, yes, man, when them turn up on my gate, it's police business and this is a trick. And they say, you know, we're not very trusting people. So you're turning in without fear of repercussions, without fear of questions asked, without penalty.
Well, the Minister of National Security has given that undertaking that there will be no penalties if you take in your firearms.
Yeah, but Sim said made a point about no questions asked. So if I walk in with a gun and I say here, and they say, where you get it from? I have to tell them?
That is not my understanding of what the minister said.
Okay.
So the minister said, if I take in a gun, I just say, here, I have a gun here. And I go back to my house and I'm good.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So for authorized folks, you go to the FLA. For everybody else, take them to the police. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
There is a component of the act which defines what a firearm is. And the definition of a firearm has been expanded. So it also includes parts and components, things like the barrel, the frame, the receiver, the slide, the cylinder. Those are now considered to be prohibited and they are firearms.
Okay.
So if, for example, a licensed firearm holder is stopped by the police and he has, say, something like a firing pin in his possession, and that firing pin does not belong to his firearm, he's going to be charged.
Copy that.
So, yes, things like it covers 3D printed weapons. So if you're caught with that in your possession, you're going to face the penalties that come under this new law. So the essence of this law has been a repeal and a replacement of the 1967 Act.
All right,
so
we have to go, Ms. Bev. Unfortunately, we're out of time. Thank you so very much.
It's a lot of information, though, folks. Go and familiarize yourself with it because it's important.
Yes, it's important that we all become familiar with it.
Stay safe, Mrs. Robinson, and thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you. And thanks for having us.
Wow.
All right, she's the Director of Client Relations at the Firearm Licensing Authority, Mrs. Beverley Robinson. What happened after this now?
I don't know. What happened after this?
Well, I guess we take a look at the ins and outs of immigration when immigration lawyer Yannick Russell stopped by. She troubles obviously, but I know her well.
It's all love. It's all love.
I know her well. She just don't name level.